Members, you're welcome to Primary 6, third week, lesson 5 of Calculated Science. Still I'm Mr. Mayan Ronald taking you through. We are still dealing with cattle diseases, and today we are looking at the two diseases. One is foot rot, and another one is what we call black quarter. We are still moving on with bacterial diseases. We started with the viral diseases. Now we are looking at the bacterial diseases, and finally we shall look at the protozoan diseases or tick-borne diseases. Members, we are having foot rot as our disease. Foot rot is a bacterial disease, meaning it is caused by bacteria, and it affects the hooves of all animals as you hear foot rot. So it affects the hooves where the feet are. Are you together? So it makes the hooves to rot. Now what are the signs and symptoms of foot rot? One says that your animal is affected by foot rot. One, we are seeing at lameness. The animal begin to limp. You see it feels like it cannot what? Step down properly. It keep on limping since one of the hooves affected or both. So it limps. Or that causing lameness. Then swollen painful hooves will pass. You look at the hooves of the animal, you find they are swollen, they are so painful. Some of them are only having the pass. So they are only rotting. The bacteria are only inside what? The hooves. Then how can we prevent foot rot? One is by early treatment with antibiotics. The other time I told you, antibiotics are medicines or drugs that are used to treat bacterial what? Diseases. So we can treat our animal which is having foot rot using antibiotics. Then we have regular trimming of hooves. Just like any other animal, we can trim the hooves. Let's say the other time when we were in primary 5, we talked about hoof trimming under goats. In primary 6, I talked about hoof trimming under cattle. One of the practices done on the farm. So we can trim the hooves to reduce the hydrogen for these germs, this bacteria. To ensure that your animal is hygienically okay, the hygiene is proper. So make sure you trim those long hooves. Then provide animals with foot bath of copper sulfate solution. When we talk about a foot bath, some of us who are having poultry at home, we know that when there's a visitor want to go and visit our farm, they put there just a basin full of some chemicals. You first put there your legs, that's what we call our foot bath. Then you move to the poultry. Why we first step in that chemical is to kill germs which are on our legs or the clothing. So even these animals, we are supposed to subject them to foot bath, to put their hooves in those chemicals of copper sulfate solution. This copper sulfate solution helps to kill the germs, this bacteria that may bring what we call foot rot as a disease. Now we have another disease called black quarter. Don't say it is black in color, no, it's just a name. Black quarter is also a bacterial disease, meaning it is caused by bacteria, and it attacks goats, sheep, and cattle, meaning that you attack almost all the livestock. What are the signs and symptoms of black quarter? For you that your animal is suffering from black quarter, you see some of the signs. One is high fever. The animal's temperature goes beyond normal. Actually, the normal body temperature of cattle, it is at 40 degrees Celsius. So if the animal temperature goes beyond 40 degrees Celsius, that's already having high temperature. So the temperature goes beyond that level of the high fever. There is dullness. The animal becomes dull. It does not graze, not moving, it's just there. That dullness only shows that the animal is sick and might be suffering from black quarter. Then there's also loss of appetite. Even if you're the one and you're sick, you lose appetite on food. Even animals too, they lose appetite for food. So the animal loses appetite for food, you take it for grazing, it's not grazing. If it's under zero grazing, you bring feeds in the store, the animal is not feeding, automatically the animal is sick. Then swollen painful muscles. Some of the muscles are swollen, some other body parts are swollen, and they are painful. This is a major sign of black water, swollen painful muscles. Then how can we prevent and control now this black water on the farm? One, we have other treatment with antibiotics. Since it's a bacterial disease, we need to use that antibiotics to treat the animal. Are we together? Then burn or bury the carcass. If the animal eventually dies, that carcass is not supposed to be eaten, but rather you are supposed to bury the animal, or you burn the carcass. Then have regular vaccination. Without vaccination improves on the immunity of the animal against certain disease. Even when you vaccinate your animal against the black water jump may not affect what? The animal. So it's very important for you to vaccinate your animals regularly if you have any. Then lastly, never open carcasses of suspected animals. If the animal dies of black water, don't open that carcass, that dead body. Because whenever you open up, now again you are spreading the germs to the environment. So other animals can also get those germs. So instead of opening it, carry the animal very well and bury it. Or else you can carry the animal, buy a few well, put on the animal on that carcass, then burn that carcass. So that whatever bacteria is in that carcass, they will also be burned. On that way you are eradicating black water on your farm. Thank you for listening. So write these notes in your class workbooks and bring for marking where necessary. Thank you for listening. We meet in the next lesson.